We can see on this server that a number of groups have been created, and while the majority of these groups are the result of manual group creation or the output of auto-grouping rules, there are some default interface speed and type groups which have automatically been created and populated by the Statseeker server as part of the discovery process. Your Statseeker server has the ability to group interfaces based on both the reported interface speed and the interface type. And when enabled, this default interface speed and type auto-grouping is run as part of the discovery process. In Network Discovery, hitting Customize, and then displaying the advanced options, we see post-discovery actions. And in here, we see the default settings, the custom auto-grouping rules that you or other admin users have configured on the server, and two options for the default interface speed and type grouping. And these are both disabled. These are the default settings, and we can override them for a specific discovery run, which is exactly what I did previously in order to create and populate those groups. To alter the default settings, we head to Network Discovery Advanced Options, Advanced Options. Scrolling down to the grouping section, we can adjust the default settings. Enabling interface type grouping, we can see that there are individual rules for each interface type that this server has discovered on the network, and they can individually be enabled as needed. When Statseeker discovers a new interface type, it'll create a new rule for that interface. So the range of the rules shown here reflects the interfaces that this Statseeker server has found. Yours will be different. Saving my changes updates the default settings, which we saw in the post-discovery actions. If these groups have already been created, disabling the rules won't remove the group or its contents. To remove a group, we need to head to User Profile and Grouping, Add and Edit Groups. Select the groups and delete them. These default auto-grouping rules can be useful in a range of situations, and we can see here that Statseeker has found interfaces which are reporting some unusual speeds. Selecting one or more of these groups and running an interface details report will identify the device and the port for further investigation if needed. And that's a quick look at the default interface speed and type auto-grouping and how to apply those settings for your discovery and rewalk processes.